everybody. I would like to invite you to come to Cambodia.
My name is Sarah Van Hee. I'm from the northwestern United States. I had a long-term goal of eventually going overseas, but God sped the process up a little bit. At Faith Camp 2011, I was convicted that God wanted me to go sooner than I thought. He was asking me to quit in the middle of my college education and to trust Him that He would provide the education that I would need to work. And so, within a couple of months, I went to Siem Reap, Cambodia and Wat Preah Yesu orphanage as a volunteer teacher. My experience was a little bit unusual for a lot of people. Before I went, as I had traveled different places and gone to school and done different things, something I really struggled with was homesickness, and that was my biggest fear going overseas. But I prayed that God would help me during that time and that He would work in my life and help me be able to focus and do the things I needed to do, even if I did have that. And I believe that He did something very special for me. I never had culture shock, and even though I missed my family and my friends, it wasn't the same as when I was in the United States going to school. The things that I have learned in my time there have been pretty incredible to me. It's changed who I am, the way that I see myself. I see a lot more areas that I need to grow in. My spiritual walk has deepened. The way that I read and understand the Bible has grown. When I went to teach, I wasn't prepared for what I was going to be doing. Teaching students who do not speak English as their first language can be quite an adventure. It has its own unique challenges. One of the greatest challenges for us is the fact that we don't really have teachers' textbooks, and even in some classes, any textbooks. We don't have that, and so we pretty much make up the curriculum as we go along.
Teacher, I see it. Wow, teacher, big spider, a big rat, like the bottom is very big, and have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 legs.
Oftentimes in the Western world, Satan controls people through ignorance. But over in places like Cambodia, where they know that the spirit world exists, he controls through fear. This last year, one of our students, who is a very faithful Christian, very dedicated, she studies her Bible and prays every day. She was almost nightly being harassed by demons, and she shared with us her testimony of how she came to know the Lord from being a Buddhist only 5 years ago to being a Christian. And Satan's not happy about things like that, and he gives her a very difficult time sometimes. She's made several connections. If she forgets to read her Bible and pray, she knows that the demons have extra access to her. She also knows that if she listens to worldly music, that the demons have access to her. And so she's very faithful, very careful in her daily life, and it's a testimony to the other students who are around her as to how powerful God is, how powerful Satan is, and yet that God is more powerful and that He can control the demons. One of the greatest needs is for more help. We've been working very hard and we're doing the best that we can, but we don't have enough people. If we had more people, we could actually thoroughly prepare the curriculum so that somebody else could step in and take over, and the students wouldn't be affected by the change of teachers. Right now we often change teachers because people can only come for short times, and that actually really impacts the students' ability to learn. So one thing we need is more longer-term volunteers, at least for 1 year. If people could come for 1 year, that would be very helpful. We need people for all things. We need people who can teach English, teach chemistry, teach math, teach evangelism, teach Bible. For some of the younger classes, we need people who can train in health outreach and personal health, people who can help with training teachers. I would say if you're considering going, that I would encourage you to go. This has been one of the best experiences of my life. I went to be a blessing, but I have been blessed more than I ever imagined possible. There's nothing like going to a new country and a new culture to understand things in a different way. And God will use the opportunity to help you to grow as well as those you're trying to reach. It'll be one of the best things you've ever done.
So I want to say